Mom, there's a stellar nebula in front of our ship. You should go out and see what it's doing.
Okay.
What are you doing here? I am a giant dust, gas and plasma cloud. I need to move at all times. But the reasoning to why I'm here: when I get very hot I will eventually become an average star. I have many elements inside of me too, such as carbon, nitrogen, magnesium, potassium, calcium, and iron. I am one of the biggest things in the galaxy.
Did you find out why he's here?
Yes, we need to start up the ship before he becomes a star.
A star is born. Welcome to the universe. You were made by the stellar nebula. He collapsed on himself because of his gravity. The gravity caused the nebula to have a bigger pressure and caused the nuclear fusion of hydrogen into helium. The helium caused the gravity to stop in the nebula, and that's how you were made.
What do you want me to do?
You are an average star, which means that you have a mass from a range of 0.5. Eventually the hydrogen in your outer layers will become helium, and you will expand into a red star.
Okay.
I need to learn more about the red giant. I heard the sun is becoming it.
I am dying. I've lived through all of my star years, and I only got to be average, so I won't become a supernova. Although it may be said most stars live a few thousand to a billion years long, so I got to live my star life for a long time. But red giants can be up to 1 billion kilometers in diameter. And I will be super hot, ranging from 4,000 to 5,800 degrees. Even though it's called a red giant, it's actually more of an orange color. But what's happening to me will happen to the sun one day and consume Mercury, Venus, and eventually Earth. But not to worry, since that will happen in 5 billion years. But after my life as a red giant, I will become a planetary nebula.
I have now finished through the stages of being a red giant, and I'm now a planetary nebula. I was formed by burning off all of my outer layers after I ran out of fuel. The outer layers of my gas grew into space and created a nebula. I am often very circular with a few bumps here and there, but overall I am normally very beautiful. But not all nebulae are created by a red giant. Some are created by gas and dust from a supernova's massive explosion. There are 8 types of nebulae: planetary, emission, reflection, dark, open clusters, globular clusters, galaxy, and supernova remnants. Once I live out my 10,000 years as a planetary nebula, I will become a white dwarf.
Since I lived so much of my life as an average star, and since I'm at the last part of my life, I will become a white dwarf. I am a very dense star, as a teaspoon of my matter would weigh 5.5 tons, but I am very small, in fact 0.1 times as much as the sun. Most stars fuse hydrogen in their cores to create helium, but since I am a white dwarf, I have lost all of my hydrogen. Over time the material used in this star will crystallize. And since I'm at a really low temperature for a star, I can no longer produce heat or light. At the end of my white dwarf life, my temperature will go all the way down to only a few thousand kelvins, and I will become a cold black dwarf.